Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? What's going on? Teach you guys, pile on in, smash the like button, sound off in the chat. What's going on? Hey. I have a question. Does my webcam look good to you guys, or does it look all blocky and crappy? Because it looks good on my end. Even on, like, I have the stream open over here so that I can see what you guys see. And it usually looks good over here too. But that would make sense. It's very localized, so saying altcoins pump is a bit strong. There's percentages. If they're over 1%, then I call that a pump. Barcoin's up 4.87%. Pengu's up 7.68%. So it depends on what you consider an altcoin, Tom Selleck's code. But to each their own. Guys, Bitcoin's up 1.6%, currently trading at 123,268 and 60 cents. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat app and see where we're at. Sometimes the words just kind of mush and become one. What is this? This is not the liquidation heat map. Great. All right. Hopefully the stream don't rug. We've got 122,651. 651. Pump for ants. Yeah, it is what it is. Depends on the leverage as well, which if you want to, you can join No KYC, Bitunix down below. Highly recommend. Not financial advice. 129.92. Ourbit is also down there. 124.403. I think we also have like Coinbase and Robinhood and all that stuff, referral codes. So, would you guys be interested in a Mint Mobile referral code? I thought about putting that down there. 125, 141. I really do recommend them, like legit. Like unironically recommend Mint Mobile. I'm gonna go 125, 602 instead. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so we're getting a little bounce, a little rebound off of 120, and so far it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Tom Selleck's code said, I can see the smelly fumes coming off your shirt like Pigpen and Charlie Brown, so camera's good. Nice. That's all that matters. Bitcoin looks amazing. RSI slowly resetting. We got a green dot on our momentum wave pointing to the upside. Volume looks great. There's nothing bad that I can say about this chart. Bitcoin dominance, on the other hand, I could say all kinds of bad things about this because it's bad for altcoins that it is back above 59. And it's kind of playing with our emotions. Now, the good part of this, the hole that I'm going to poke in the bullish sentiment, the bullish narrative on Bitcoin dominance, is that it is in an uptrend, like a upwards rising channel, which usually breaks down. This is gonna BART. I'm manifesting it right now. If it doesn't, then obviously that's manipulation. 59.04. See, it looks like it's bouncing off that moving average on the RSI too. And you got a red dot on your momentum wave. Maybe it will go down. We'll keep an eye on it though. We'll continue to report and talk crap if it doesn't do the thing that we want it to do. ETH is up 1.76% on the day, currently trading at 45.91 cents. We got back above our purple trend line, which is kind of the midpoint in between 42.40 and the old all-time high. Right around 45. We'll call it 45. We're above 45. Is 47.50 next in play? We struggled to break above that back here, so I would love to see 47.50 break and then use that as a springboard to get above, hopefully 5K. Volume could be a little bit better. It's better than it was when it was dumping, so that's good. RSI potentially reset. Bullish cross over the moving average, possibly in play. And we do have a green dot on our momentum wave, signaling further upside. It's still in play. Vahid said head cannon firstest. Tom Selleck's code said Ben Cowan is gloating about the Bitcoin dominance currently, since he said it would go back up. He said it would go back in September, though, so. And I love that 1%. It's not even 1%. Okay, it's like 2%. I love that 2% is him saying, oh, I told you so, but it going back up. At least I admit when I'm wrong. I like the idea that there's a big feud, this big one-sided feud with Ben Cowan. He'll never know who I am. We should make anti-Ben Cowan merch. That'd be funny. Watch how fast he finds out who I am if I make merch with his face on it. He'd probably sue me into oblivion. Okay. Sol is up 3.9. Ooh, Sol is up 3.9%. Wow, I actually did not know that. Pretty sick. We got a little fake out below our upper trend line, or our lower trend line, turned upper trend line from the previous triangle. And we got back above 225 as well. We're at 228.57. Is 236 in play next? That is our midpoint in between 225 and 245. So let's see 236, 235, and then eventually 245 should be talked about. We got a green dot on our momentum wave signaling further upside, and we got a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Fahid said, Tishu pump for electrons. Tishu said, yeah, Fahid. When we see 20% pumps, then we talking. Top Stock Scout said pump for neutrinos. Fahid said 100. Top Stock Scout said effing hate that guy. Who? Ben Cowan? So yeah, Sol looks good. Total 3 is up 1.48%. We are back above 1.16 trillion, which is the old all-time high, which is pretty exciting. So we teased it, we broke it, failed, broke again, held, and then failed. Got another support bounce off of the previous all-time high and use that to get above it again. Is that what we needed? Because now back here we were pretty much overbought, and back here even further we were overbought, 100% overbought. Now here, same exact spot that it was before, but we are almost in the middle of our RSI. We're almost at 50. So this chop sideways is doing a lot for us in the ways of oscillator resetting. And it's going to allow us to go up more later on, or over a longer period of time, which is awesome. That's what we want to see. RSI looks good. It is continuing to the downside, while the price technically lingers sideways, and we do have a green dot on our momentum wave, signaling further upside. So total 3 is what we want to see pump. Regardless what Bitcoin dominance is doing, as long as the alts are doing okay, I don't care. ADA, currently up 2.37% on the day, currently trading at 83.91. We got back above whatever this yellow trend line is, around 83.75. Okay, so that was previous resistance turned support for like 5 seconds. Now, what's interesting about this is we have kind of a descending broadening wedge. It is, right, technically it's descending, I think. It's quite flat up top, and then at the bottom it's descending for sure. So it's a broadening wedge, regardless of whether or not it's ascending, descending. RSI is sitting right at 50. We did get a bullish cross over the moving average. Green dot in the momentum wave signaling further upside. So let's see if we can get maybe another touch of the purple trend line. A break would be even better. Maybe we even get one of these. We can get a rejection for at like a no reason area, 85, 86, whatever. And then a bounce off of our 84 level. Continuation of the upside. We're sitting above 80 though. That's all that I wanted. Support 80 held. Beautiful. Very nice. SNEK is up 2.28% on the day, currently trading at 40.69. Nice. We're above 40. Can't complain. Bounced off of 38.5. Awesome. We got our little double support zone here, acting as pretty strong support. I talked about this yesterday. This little like neckline area on most of these alts should hold, and if it doesn't, it's going to get pretty dicey. We're bouncing right now off of that point that did hold, so it looks good. I'm excited about that. Green dot on the momentum wave, bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI. Upside signal is there for sure. XRP is up 1.47% on the day, currently trading at 289.38. XRP, on the other hand, we've lost $3, which is not great. And we've lost our structure here. Regardless of whether or not that's ascending broadening wedge or flag or whatever. On XRP specifically, it's not looking amazing. See this yellow-orange line and the upper part and the lower part? We're back in the lower part. So far, XRP is the first one that we've seen in our watch list that is back on the lower part. Can we get back above? Probably, but we need to do that. Green dot on the momentum wave signaling further upside, bullish crossover the moving average and the RSI. RSI is resetting nicely, so this could literally end up being the most bullish because of how reset that RSI is, how quickly it happened. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I would like for it to get back into the upper portion of this pattern, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. $3 is also ideal. We got less than 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Chance for you to win up to $300. If you're unfamiliar with the rules, let me know in the chat, and I will go over them for you. HBAR is up 0.72% on the day, dancing around 22. We're at 21.97 right now. We are technically still holding our uptrend, which is good. I want to get back above 22. It does look like it's consolidating and really squeezing in this little triangle portion right here. So let's bust above 22. RSI is really teasing a break above the moving average. And you do have a green dot in your momentum wave, also signaling further upside. The Heat said, pump for black holes. Wait, wouldn't that be bearish? Tom Sellersgoat said, yes, Ben. Don't worry, guys. This time, it's all season for real. No givebacks. We've had like 1,000 mini alt seasons. Each alt season consists of like 1 to 5% gains per alt. That's all we get now. It's like a little sprinkle of alt season every single time. Very exciting stuff. You need to play with 100x leverage, using my referral link specifically if you want to make any money. Not financial advice. That's a parody. It's a joke. But if you do lose all of your money, at least do it with the referral link so I get a little kickback. Don't lose all of your money though. SWE is up 2.47% on the day. We got back above 353 where it's 353.51. Can we continue back above 370? I called Thursday, Friday break up to the upside. Let's see if that happens. If it does, then I'm going to credit SWE with the entire altcoin market rebound because we've been watching this pattern and SWE is the one that gave it away. I think there's maybe one other coin that I don't remember the name of on the watch list, and we'll find it soon, I'm sure, that has some kind of bullish something that relates very similarly. Maybe it's Avalanche or something. But SWE has the obvious one. This is the third time this pattern has played out, and if it plays out exactly like this, then I'm going to say that this is the reason why we're pumping on Thursday, Friday, and SWE's going to get the credit. I did see some big news for SWE involving gaming, something about the new EVE Online thing. They're like fully integrated or something like that. That's huge news, so we'll go over it when I go through the news segment, but I thought it was pretty cool. RSI looks really good. You got a bullish cross over your moving average, green down your momentum wave, signaling further upside. Number go up. Bottom line, number go up. We like number go up. Ondo, currently trading at 92.27. It is up 1.52% on the day. Let's see. We got kind of our repeating pattern. Same as everything else. Dancing between 90 and 95.35. 95.35 has little fake outs above. No big deal. I want to get above 95.35 with conviction, continue to the upside. We have yet to do that. We've danced around, failed to get above it here, got above and rejected here, failed to get above, rejected, rejected. Even up here, all of that is one big BART rejection. Failed, 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 failed. Let's get above 95.35 with conviction. It has literally been failing since August, just like everything else. 95.35 is like the bane of Ondo's existence. It needs to get above 95.35 right now and continue to the upside. We do have a green dot on the momentum wave, signaling upside on the short term, and RSI potentially crossing bullish over the moving average. Miguel Robinson said SNEK. We did go over SNEK. SNEK looks amazing. It held 38.53, which is our, I'm going to call it neckline from this fugly inverse head and shoulder kind of thing that happened back here. That was the important level that we did not want to lose, and we did not lose it. We are back above 40, which is the exciting part, the exciting price. We want to continue up from here. Bullish cross over the moving average and the RSI, green down the momentum wave. Number go up. Not financial advice. Aerodrome is up 0.43% on the day. We got a very big wick right here, indicative of some selling pressure just above 109, 110. This is not supposed to have moved. I believe that this was literally at 110, so let me put it back there. A lot of sell pressure here. Failing this neckline situation, which is not great. It got below that and has continued to fail to get back above it. The RSI is resetting, which is good. But I'm not a fan. Well, I guess I could make this argument that it's on an angle. You got your upper half and your lower half, and it's still technically sitting at the you know what's really funny is this is kind of mirrored. You got this, and then the 3 hits, and then the break. You got 3 hits, and then this, and then the break. That's what we would look for. Because this goes up. This would go down if it mirrored, whatever, you know what I mean? Makes sense. So let's see. Otherwise, this is literally this wick, which is really weird. Is it going to do this and break down, that would be incredibly trippy. If that does happen, it's going to be kind of cool to see if we can mirror that fractal and put it in place. But for now, we'll keep an eye on it. It is not doom and gloom just yet. RSI potentially setting up to cross a moving average, bullish cross, and green dot on your momentum wave, signaling upside. The idea is there. Execution so far is failing. We want to hold at least, I think, above 104. $1 is our last ditch effort if it gets real dicey. Pinlink is down 5.04%. Would you look at that? The fractal on Pinlink. Pinlink was the one, wasn't it? Thursday, Friday breakout. I think that might have been the one. We'll check Avalanche too. But Pinlink playing out literally perfectly. Perfectly playing out. Now, the really important argument is coming here. Do we buy at this level? At 40? Do we buy? Is it going to break and finally tumble down? Or is it going to do exactly what it did before? Because this fractal is literally 150% what happened back here. I just copy pasted, pulled it over. I didn't stretch it or anything like that. It is 100% the same exact thing playing out again. Is it going to play out exactly like that? Because so far it's pretty damn close. We might have to buy some Pinlink. We'll see what happens. But it is down 5.04% on the day. It is one of the only altcoins that's down, which is weird because it's really following the fractal. And it doesn't have to be down. It could be up here and still follow the fractal. And that would be probably down no percent, maybe even up 1%. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. RSI almost entirely reset. Green dot on your momentum wave. It is oversold as well, so on the momentum wave specifically. Render's down 0.67%. This is the other altcoin that is in the red right now. We lost 350 again, no surprise. Although that was like the bottom line of this pattern up here, so it is kind of dicey. Again, though, is it on an angle? Let's see. Well, kind of. I guess so. I could probably sell that. Yeah. A little dicey, a little weird, a little funky. Let's hold our yellow trend line because we don't want any lower lows. So as long as we're not breaking 330, I think we're good. We're at 334 right now. It could get dicey real quick, but I think we would also become oversold really quick if that happens. So who knows? We got a green dot on the momentum wave, almost oversold down here, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Potential rebound in play. We do have some selling pressure though, so maybe we need further retracement. Maybe they want to fake us out, get us all bearish right here, and then continue to the upside. That's usually how it goes anyways. Every time we go to pump, before we pump, we get a little bearish. This right here, everyone thought it was over. Game over, pump. Insta pump. And now it's probably doing the exact same thing. It's going to be a slightly higher low. Or maybe it's going to be the same thing because it's done this 1, 2, 3. This would be the 4th time now. It does look like it's a little bit higher this time around though. Well, no, this one went from way the heck up here. So technically that one could go lower. I don't know. It's going to be weird. We'll see what happens. RSI chilling. We're still not oversold yet on the 4-hour. Stellar's down, or up actually, 1.41%. We got a little fake out below our little trading range. And we are actually technically retesting our purple trend line, which was resistance. Resistance all here. Turned support. Turned resistance again. So can we get back above the purple trend line is the question. We want to close above probably 40, 39, 40. We want to close above 39. Close above 39. And then we can talk about continuing the upside. Green dot on your momentum wave. RSI potentially crossing bullish over the moving average. Volume looks really good. Volume actually looks great here. So I want to see some kind of break, some semblance of bullish price action. What's interesting as to where everything else is on like this weird angle situation where the prices are doing this. This one on XLM, Stellar specifically, is very flat. You got your upper half and your lower half. What does that mean? I have no idea. Probably nothing. But it does seem to have been doing this. This is very choppy range sideways. Are we going to come all the way back down to 36.51? Is that the ultimate sign right there that that's going to happen? I don't think so, because this time around the RSI is almost already oversold. So I think the second we got maybe even around like 38 again, we might be completely oversold. which, you know, that's not saying that instantly results in a bounce. We could become incredibly oversold, way oversold. It does seem to be a downtrend on the RSI, whereas the price is relatively flat. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens for sure. Volume looks really good right here, though. Polkadot is up 1.52% on the day, currently dancing around 421. We're at 420. Nice right now. Polkadot has a very uniform, like, broadening wedge. Symmetrical. It's like a backward symmetrical triangle almost. Is that going to result in some break to the upside or break to the downside? I have no idea. What's interesting is no matter how high the price continues to go, it is making higher highs and lower lows. The RSI continues to just trail downwards, which is really good because that means that eventually the price can break to the upside and it'll look really good. Tyler said when out season. Tyler, take a look at this. This is your fractal on Pinlink. The same thing that happened previously. Tell me that's not the exact same thing that has played out so far. It's kind of trippy. Like, it's freaking me out. I've never seen a fractal this accurate before. I am the fractal Farquad. When I'm concerned about a fractal, you should be concerned about a fractal. You really want to hold 40 here. The fractal looks pretty sick, though. I'm quite excited about this stupid fractal. Polkadot. Polkadot is up 1.45%. We talked about it a little bit. We are sitting at 420, 419. Let's get above 421 and close above it. RSI trying to cross bullish over the moving average. Green dot on your momentum wave, signaling further upside. Tyler said, are you buying? So you buying. I'm going to have to wait till Friday. I'm not doing anything until payday. I'm not cheating on my DCA. If the market maker wants to screw me over, then so be it. That's the name of the game. Fartcoin is up 5.21%, bouncing off of 61.94. Can we get back to the purple trend line at 72.6? Maybe? Fartcoin has less of a uniform situation here than everything else. There's really nothing going on that's easy to point out. It's a very obvious downtrend. I would like to see, even if it's just doing this, I want to see that bounce first. Let's see a bounce and then get above the purple trend line again. Right now, for the close, I don't know. Can we close above this midpoint right here? I'm going to close around 68. Close up at or above 68 on Fartcoin. Gas is up 0.19% on the day, struggling to get back above 76.29. And with that, the yellow-orange trend line, not really forming anything bullish, if I'm being completely honest. It's consolidating, but your RSI is not trailing down. It's just going sideways. You got a red dot in your momentum wave, and it just looks like it wants to break down. It can't even get back above 76.29. Is CAS over? I don't know. JShear 2.0 said, yo, sup family, what's going on, JShear 2.0? Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. It's got a little thumbs up next to it with a 0 because I haven't refreshed the page. So smash the like button. That way when I refresh the page, I can go, oh my gosh, you guys liked the video? And be all surprised and stuff. It'll be adorable. Tom Sockscoat said he's not doing anything until he cashes his paycheck at the smoke shop like it's 1996. That's pretty good. I gotta wait for this. Oh, I didn't think I told you guys. It happened after the stream. Somebody, I'm not even joking, somebody backed into my parked van again. Again! This happened like 2-3 years ago. It was either FedEx or UPS. I think it was UPS. UPS backed into my parked van in the parking lot, and I got a $4,000 check from it. My fiance goes to her theater thing. She leaves. She stops at McDonald's to get the kids some chicken nuggets or whatever the hell, and which is a rare occurrence. It's a big deal to get McDonald's. And some hick, I'm going to call them for now, backs into her van. Luckily, the damage is cosmetic-ish. The back door is kind of effed. The back door looks ghetto. It looks like we live in Flint. Looks like we drink that lead water. But the van was parked. And we got their information. They were cool. They stuck around. They didn't hit and run. But they did peace out before police report was filed. So I gotta wait for this police report. And then I'm going to contact their insurance company and hopefully just get a big fat check just in time for Christmas. Because Daddy needs more SNEK. But fan said, can you do me a huge favor and go to Cookie DAO and tell me what the 4-hour MACD telling us? I can after I finish going through the rest of the watch list. Let me finish really quick. Avalanche is up 3.15%. I want to close above 29.51. If we don't, let's get above 29.51 immediately after the close. Green dot on your momentum wave. First time it's been oversold since back here. So swoop to the upside, very much in play. RSI, bullish crossover the moving average, coming down to test it and continue to the upside, hopefully. It looks good. It does. I don't like this curl, but I do like this rebound. So let's get that break. Giovanni said a couple months back, Amazon truck totaled my parked bike and tried to deny it. They got cameras on the truck too. So as long as you get a hold of them. That's funny, actually. The UPS guy admitted fault immediately, and I had it all on video and stuff, so they straight up just wrote a check. I think as soon as I told them there was nobody in the vehicle, they wrote the check real quick because they knew that they didn't have to pay anybody out. This time around, though, my daughter was in the van when it got hit, so they might panic. They might panic and try to I don't know, get me to accept something fast, so that way I don't be like, oh, my kid's back hurts a month later. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, Avalanche, let's get above 29.51 within the next couple of days. Chainlink is up 3.72% on the day, bounced off of 21.67. The fractal is still haunting us. Can we invalidate it and get above 24.42 in the midterm? I do want to maybe close above 23.20, 23.19 for today, tomorrow. As of right now, I'm happy where we're at. We're bouncing. We're kind of doing the same thing that we've done. I would love to close above it, but that doesn't mean much because we closed here above it and we immediately sold off. So as long as we're holding above 21.67, I'm happy. RSI got a bullish cross over the moving average, green down on the momentum wave, signaling further upside. Looks good. Tom Phillips said, get that girl a neck brace immediately. Nobody consulted me. I would have told her right away that she's in immense pain and she can't move. But it's whatever. You know, I was like, the police apparently were asking her a million times if her back or neck hurt. I'm like, damn, you should have said your neck hurt a little bit. You don't have to like seek treatment, but you at least got that plausible deniability later. Maybe we do want a couple of paychecks. I don't know. Green dot on the momentum wave, bullish crossover the moving average, number go up. It looks good. I like that we're bouncing off 21.67. It really does look good. Doge is up 3.52% on the day, currently trading at 25.55. Didn't have enough juice to get back up to 26.5, which is mildly concerning. We bounced, or I guess got back above 25, which is good. But the candle that we're in is currently quite red. Red dot on our market cipher. Green dot on our momentum wave currently. But it's further downside in play, maybe? Maybe we got it all the way down to 24 and get a bounce there. Otherwise, today, tomorrow, Friday, I would like to get back above 26.5. Insurance fraud is the most fun of all the frauds. I like that they literally hire people to, like, spy on people. Like, that's cheaper than just paying out the poor, like, wheelchair-bound old woman. It's crazy, dude. So we got a rejection at 3. A rejection at 299, probably coming back down to 286 for near. But near does randomly get uber bullish, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick reversal like whiplash reversal, neck brace reversal. Green dot under momentum wave, bullish cross over the moving average. Looks good. Pengu is up 7.3% on the day. Looks delicious. Let's get above 33.82 in the next day or so. As long as we're holding above 30, 31, I'm happy. RSI got a bullish cross over the moving average, green dot under momentum wave, point to the upside. Ladies and gentlemen, less than 1 minute remaining until the Bitcoin daily close contest. We are at 123,352 and 81 cents on the price. If you guys want to participate and potentially win up to $300, let me know in the chat if you're unfamiliar with the rules, and I will go over them for you. $18 seconds remaining. Neck break reversal. Neck brace reversal. There's a difference. My neck's not broken, but I am in immense pain. What's Tyler deleting? Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Cheers. Happy Wednesday. My favorite day. Flight fan, remind me after the daily close contest to take a look at that cookie DAO for you. I am familiar with the name as well, though. Tom, I'm just helping you. LOL. No evidence. That's true. That's fair. It's not. I mean, if honestly, if the insurance is checking my YouTube channel for evidence, then they've earned, their wage, their little like weird little spy wage. Tom Selleck Scope coming in with 123,340. Giovanni Fontes coming in with 431.34. Tom doesn't have to worry about anything because his password is password, and it turns out it was compromised yesterday. So, a little plausible deniability for you there. I'm winking under my sunglasses. We got Giovanni Fahid coming in with 123,000.69. I forgot to change to the fun page. My bad. Okay. Pretty interesting lineup here. I think J-Shear 2.0 is the only one that needs a win. Actually, no. Everyone's moved up. Everyone, Mr. Robbers and up has moved up. Like within the past week. It's been kind of spicy. J-Shear 2.0, 123,321. I like it. It's about damn time. I can't believe nobody did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 the other day. Missed opportunity. You guys suck. Tyler said, oh yeah, I read that already. Bitcoin 123,334 and 47 cents. Daily close contest. Juicing up. What's it going to be? Current rankings. Tyler with 39 wins in first place. Holding the Iron Throne. Pretty strong. Is he going to have an incestuous relationship with his nephew? It's a Game of Thrones reference. If you guys aren't familiar, it's a Game of Thrones reference. Oh, shit. EAC Brain? I always want to say Brian said, I don't know your rules, so I just put a number for you. Okay, I don't see your number, so you have to put either letters in between your numbers or join the Discord and submit it there. See how Giovanni Fontes submitted his? Let me show you. Just because YouTube filters it out sometimes. I said daily close contest, go, go, go. And this is the first thing you've said. So try and put it like Giovanni's with the... And you could even put a letter in between every single number. That'll probably increase your odds of YouTube letting it through. YouTube filters them out sometimes. And unfortunately, a lot of first-timers get screwed out of participating, which is lame. But there's nothing else I can do about it besides trying to teach you guys how to circumvent whatever weird system YouTube has. John coming in with 123,368.12. Rules are pretty simple, by the way. You do have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get your guess in. EAC Brain. There you go. Yeah, I got you. I just saw it come through. We get Tyler in there. Tyler 123,123,12. And EAC coming in with 123,245,67. Okay, so rules for any new participants. There's a 5-minute window for you to get your guess in from 7:50 p.m. to 7:55 p.m. When daylight savings happens, that's going to change to like 8:50 or 6. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But there's a 5-minute window. I let you know in the chat when to go. I let you know in the chat when to stop. You guys have 52 seconds remaining to get your guesses in right now. We only allow the first 12 entrants. Sometimes that goes over. That rule's not strict. That's the only rule that's very wishy-washy. You get to guess once, and if you want to change your guess, that's up to my discretion. But you got your 5-minute window. It is Price is Right rules, so if your guess goes over the price of the close at all, it is void entirely. Closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits, then you win $20. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, you win $300. And it is normally only a $100 prize. It is currently $300 thanks to our generous other participants, Tyler and Mr. Robbers. They've both matched the $100 prize. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Thank you for participating. Get these bad boys up on the board. That is the gist of the rules. There's really nothing else to it. you are free to screw over people by guessing like 1 penny above them. Is that the normal color? Why does it look wrong? Now let's get these bad boys up here. We got Giovanni Fontes with 123431.34. We've got John Tujo with 123368.12. We've got Tom Selleck's Go 123340. We've got Jay Shear 2.0 with 123321. We've got 12324567 with EAC Brain. We've got Tyler Yetzer with 123123112. And we've got Fahid with 123000.69. Very nice. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, Tom Selleck's Goat is in the lead with a guess of 123,340 and a Bitcoin current price of 123,346 and 76 cents. You guys got 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. EAC Brain is now in the lead with a pretty large gap, 123,245 and 67 cents. Bitcoin current price 123,320 and 52 cents. Oh, 123,330 and 99 cents. Jay Shear 2.0 taking the lead. Wow, you guys gapped up right there. Pretty crazy to see. What's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Jay Shear 2.0 still holding the lead with 123,324 and 27 cents. 123,324, 27. It is very close to Jay Shear 2.0's guess. Jay Shear 2.0 was our first ever winner of a proper monetary prize. He won the $20 prize, guessing 7 out of 8 digits. He was 1 digit off without going over, which is quite a feat. Currently, we got 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining on the clock. It's getting pretty close, and we're awfully flat right next to Jay Shear 2.0, which makes me a little bit sweaty because $300 is a lot of money. 123,324 and 27 cents. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin has yet to move. We got a pretty big green candle, volume candle right here with a sell wick, which is very interesting. Are we going to flatline here? What do you guys think? Are we closing green or are we closing red? Currently, we're red, 123,306 even. 1 minute, 19 seconds remaining on the clock. EAC Brain in the lead for the win with his guess of 123,245 and 67 cents. Dremmer said, "Damn it." I feel you, man. I feel it too. That's how this has been the weirdest week in my entire life, I think. 123,306 even. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Current price flat compared to the close from the prior candle on the 1 minute time frame. 48 seconds remaining on the clock. EAC Brain still in the lead with his guess of 123,245 and 67 cents. He may have circumvented Tyler's victory here. Tyler normally has a ginormous, gargantuan, humongous, one might call it, gap, but that gap has been filled by EAC Brain, a first-time participant, potentially thwarting the victory of our current Iron Throne holder with a potential future incestuous relationship with his nephew. Game of Thrones reference. I still feel the need to say it. I'm going to repeat myself, though, because it's a funny joke. 8 seconds remaining. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. EAC Brain still in the lead. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest with bragging rights, EAC Brain, with a guess of 123, 245, and 67 cents. The daily close price for Bitcoin, 123, 306 even. I repeat, 123, 306 even. 123, 306 even. Congratulations, EAC Brain, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. First time participant, and he won. That happens a lot more than you would think. Pretty interesting stuff. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5.67. And he apologized. What a guy. What a stand-up guy. There's a reason why he won. Congratulations, EAC Brain. You're welcome. Steal the shit out of that victory from Tyler. He's won too many times, and he frequently abuses the voice to text for the super chats. Which is why I'm very concerned for his incestuous relationship. I gotta stop. That's such a bad joke. It's not that funny. I can't repeat it. That's fucked up. Congratulations, EAC Brain, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Spam the bananas in the chat. Oops. Very cool. Yeah, we get a lot of first-time players winning. It's pretty sick, actually. Congratulations, my friend. Let me go press your button. Yay! Very cool. This is EAC Brain's first time playing and first time winning. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. EAC Brain, I gotta ask, and you're legally required to let me know. Are you Canadian? Because it's kind of like a Canadians versus everything else. Fahid and Mr. Roberts were the last two winners in a row. Fahid first, then Mr. Roberts, and they're both Canadian. Flight fan said, don't forget to look up the MACDs on Cookie Dow. Yes. Oh, I read it already. Too bad. All right, EAC Brain. I got you on the winner's Google Doc. So the winner's Google Doc is a thing. That's what controls our ranking. If you get 39 more wins, then you will be in first place. And at the end of the year, whoever won the most, even if it's like just bragging rights the whole time, you will win a prize at the end of the year as well for winning the most wins. East Coaster, nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 123, 245, and 67 cents, and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 123, 306 even on October 8th, 2025. Mr. EAC Brain's prize is a pickle. Congratulations, EAC Brain, on your victory. Feel free to wipe this bad boy down. Cut it up. You can break it apart. You can just eat it whole. But if you want to share it, I recommend cutting it maybe into slices, what have you. Share it amongst your peers, your friends, your family, your fellow competitors. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Very cool. All right, Bitcoin 123, 279, and 64 cents. We are chilling. So far, I have not been rugged, which is good. Green dot still in play on the 4 hour. We did technically get a cross over the moving average. It's very weak, though. So we'll see if that holds up. Dominance did close above 59, barely. Can it continue to the downside? Hopefully. Manifest. Bitcoin dominance is going to plummet. And Ben Cowan is going to beg me for a job. Okay, let's go take a look at Cookie Dow. For Flight Fan, he's been incredibly patient. Thank you, sir. EAC Brain, congratulations once again on whooping Tyler's ass. Okay. Cookie Dow on Binance, and you want to look at the MACD. Do I have MACD? I do not. Do you have a specified MACD? There's MACD strategy. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know why I clicked on that. I apologize. What even is that? No, I don't pay for trading views, so don't even ask. Moving average convergence divergence. Is that what that is? There's one indicator. What are you talking about, bro? How do I get rid of the other thing? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, I think I got it. Moving average convergence divergence. Okay, here we go. All right, so Flight Fan specifically, before all of these things, asked, can you do me a huge favor and go to CookieDAO and tell me what the 4-hour MACD telling us? I mean, I can't really tell you what it's telling us, but this bad boy is green. That is a cross, and that is a... Yep, that's green. Definitely green right there. Yeah, 100% confirmed green. Is it gonna stay that way? Is 4-hour? Did you specify a time frame? You said you did say 4 hours, so yeah. And we just got a 4-hour close. Is that 20 and 0 and 0? Okay, so yeah, that is the current 4-hour candle. So you would want, see, it already went away. Or no, that's not Bitcoin. I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you close at midnight EST. You want to close this candle with that green MACD cross, because unfortunately, we've seen it. I don't know if I can pull up an example here, but you can get pretty close and then fail. Actually, right here is a perfect one. Look at this. This probably was green at one point. This one right here, that was probably green. A bunch of people probably went long, and then it went closed red, and then got even more red afterwards and screwed a bunch of people over. So the MACD can also be a troll. You gotta be a little careful. What is going on here? But it does look good so far on the current 4-hour candle. Yeah, it looks good. But again, it could switch up, and it does look like it's shrunken since we've started talking about it. But it's pretty close. It is pretty dang close. Outside of that, the chart. Let me get my market cipher back up here as well. You do have a green dot in your momentum wave, which maybe has played out, and you got a wick indicative of some selling pressure. We've talked about this already. You had your head and shoulder frugal target. I'd say it played out. I can't really go too low. So I would call that played out. The general mass of this, I would even go like that. Yeah. I think it bottomed out right here at 10. So the fugly head and shoulders played out. EAC Brain said, gonna go wake my kid and tell him I want an imaginary pickle tonight. Papa doing good for him. It's not imaginary. It's digital. Completely different. You want me to send it? If you join the Discord, I'll send you the actual JPEG. Or it's a PNG. It's not a JPEG. We can't afford JPEGs. PNGs are semi-transparent, so that transparency buys us a little more bandwidth when we're sending it across the web. Okay. So yeah, it was overbought here, which is interesting. It was also overbought back here. Overbought. So there is bearish div, and unfortunately that bearish div does signal the price continuing to the downside while the RSI continues up. But that could just as easily reverse. It may have already played out as well. Yeah, this whole thing is bearish div. Also bullish div, though. Interesting. Okay. So there's a potential pressure cooker scenario. Volume seems to spike up in a very uniform way as well. I don't know. This one's interesting to me. Get back. I would say your biggest concern is getting back above 14. Get back above 14, and then we can start talking about 18 and 20. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. All right, Bitcoin. 123.44 and 61 cents. Congratulations, EAC Brain, once again on your victory. Enjoy your pickle. All right, news articles, guys. I'm excited for tonight's news segment. Are you ready? Are you as excited as I am? This one's exciting. We talked about the S&P 500 scenario with the crypto thing. We have a official update on this. S&P Cryptocurrency Broad Digital Market Index does include Cardano. We got top 10 constituents by index weight. Bitcoin, Ethereum, which they call Ether for some reason. They should probably fix that typo because it drives me insane. I refuse to call it Ether. XRP, Binance, Solana, Tron. What the hell is Tronix? Oh, come on, man. Cardano, Chainlink, Avalanche, and Hyperliquid. That's top 10. So, pretty cool stuff. Next, we got NVIDIA to take up to $2 billion equity stake in Elon Musk's XAI, according to Bloomberg. And then the NVIDIA CEO, Jensen Huang, said he wants to be involved in nearly everything Elon Musk does. So he's probably going to be paying a lot of child support. Was that a bad joke? Because Elon Musk has so many kids. No. MetaMask launches in-wallet perpetual trading through Hyperliquid. This one was pretty cool. I thought this one was exciting. Easier access for instant rugging. Very exciting stuff. Binance CEO Richard Tang says Bitcoin is the digital gold of our era. So we went from Bitcoin's dead to maybe 2 years ago to it's digital gold again. So far, 2 days in a row, we have pretty high-ranking individuals stating that Bitcoin is digital gold. Let's see if we find another one tomorrow. This one makes me happy because it drives Peter Schiff crazy. He probably sees this and he's like, who is this Richard Tang guy and what does he know? Tyler said, you just wanted to say Wang. That's the only news you liked. I do like his last name is pretty hilarious. Wait a minute. Okay, it's Jensen Huang. That's a pretty sick name. I gotta admit. I kind of wish it was Johnson Huang. That would be even better, but it would also be kind of weird. Why is his name Johnson? World's largest crypto prediction platform, Polymarket, had big news yesterday, by the way, with the New York Stock Exchange owner investing a ridiculous $2 billion into them. World's largest crypto prediction platform, Polymarket, now allows users to directly deposit Bitcoin. Pretty cool. IRS to furlough nearly 50% of its staff as part of ongoing government shutdown. Good. That's all I'll say. Tyler said, yep, I read that. Tom Self quotes that Israel and Hamas have agreed to first phase of ending war. Let's freaking go. Dude, so many YouTubers are going to not know what to talk about when that's over. I'm all about journalism and stuff, but when you anchor your entire channel on one thing, one conflict on the planet, people are going to stop watching you as soon as that conflict ends. So it becomes in your best interest for that conflict to not end, which is kind of fucked up. I'm just saying. Marty Party posted a pretty interesting chart here. Bitcoin acquired by public companies by quarter. Q4, by far, the most every single year. Q4, huge in 2023. Q4, huge in 2024. Q4 in 2025, probably going to be huge. It's quite small right here. This is Q3. Q4 is going to be probably, I'm going to guess right now, 360,000 minimum. It's going to be insane. So we'll see what happens. This one was really crazy too. Sui posted, the universe of EVE Frontier, which is an MMORPG from the creators of EVE Online, is expanding on Sui, a living player-built galaxy of thousands of star systems powered by Sui's scalable, composable architecture. The future of virtual worlds runs on Sui. That's pretty sick. So I'm excited to learn more about this. Is Sui going to take Avalanche's place as the gaming chain? I think that's incredibly possible. Avalanche definitely needs to step up their game and get some shit out. Off the Grid is pretty cool, but it's not EVE Online. That's a whole new world, pun intended. Marty Party posted this one. Meanwhile, here in South Africa, full crypto adoption has begun. Crypto hits checkout counters in South Africa. South Africans can now spend cryptocurrency directly at more than 650,000 scan-to-pay enabled stores nationwide. That's pretty sick. That is what I'm excited for. When I can just pay with like my wallet. What would be even cooler? Oh, this is $1 million idea. I probably shouldn't say it. There's only 15 of you guys. If one of you guys ends up doing this, at least give me like 5% of all of the profits that you ever make. If you could get a programmable card and plug it in and be like, my MetaMask is linked to this, and that's it. And then you get another one, same brand, like different, maybe you put a different graphic on the card and program it and be like, my Phantom wallet is linked to this. And you just swipe that thing, and whatever money's there gets taken out. And you could tell it in order of operations what to take out first. I think that that would be a genius idea, honestly. And I feel like it'd be relatively easy to integrate. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. It seems like a sick idea, though. Next, we got Discord data breach, potential leak of over 2 million users' government ID photos. Cybersecurity researchers at VX Underground have reported a significant data breach at Discord that could expose government-issued ID photos, such as driver's license and passports, for more than 2 million users. This incident stems from a hack on Discord's third-party customer service platform, Zendesk, and highlights growing risks tied to age verification systems. Below, I'll break down the key details, blah, blah, blah. Basically, if you guys KYC'd at all with Discord or Zendesk, check your shit. Tyler said, gotta go back to work, bitches. Good hanging out. Take it easy, Tyler. Appreciate you for stopping by. JShear 2.0 said, Plume? Question mark? Is that a coin or a stock? Coinbase launches staking in New York after state approval. That's insane news. Congratulations, New York. You have been gifted back one little eyedropper of freedom that was stolen from you. I hope that that continues and you eventually open the floodgates, because I think that you guys have been completely shafted by your local government. So best wishes. Hopefully I don't get sued. Spot palladium prices surge over 6% on the day as gold hits $4K per ounce and silver hits highest level since 2011. The current run in precious metals will be studied for decades to come. Pretty sick. I don't know if this is going to stop anytime soon. I think people are just don't believe in government-backed money anymore. Drew said, hey, gang. What's going on, Drew? Cheers. I'm cheersing my chapstick. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Drew, I got some pretty cool news. It started off not so cool, but I think it'll end cool. I have faith. You remember like 2-3 years ago, FedEx backed into my, or UPS backed into my, or drove into my van, and I got a $4,000 check. Somebody backed into my van last night, and they were completely at fault. And it was parked again. The van was parked, and they backed into it. And the back door is all mushed up. But I'm waiting to get the police report so that I can contact their insurance company and get a check. Pretty excited about it. It's going to be pretty cool. It's right around Christmas again, too. I don't know what the universe is like. Here's some money. That van that you have, that's from 2008. We're going to crunch it up a little bit, but you're going to get a big fat check because of it. I'm like, okay. Thank you, the universe. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting stuff. Congratulations, EAC Brain, once again on your victory. Enjoy your pickle. Bitcoin 123, 185, 33. Let's continue. The U.S. government is now expected to be shut down for 24 days. Dude, what was the longest? I don't remember what the longest one was. This would exceed the length of the 1995 shutdown under President Clinton, making it the second longest shutdown in history. That's insane. That is actually crazy. They do have insurance, yes. Yeah, they have insurance, Drew. Yep. All right, next we got OpenAI has literally ingrained itself in most of the world's largest technology companies, and almost all of the money that companies are investing in OpenAI is being used by OpenAI to purchase the products and compute from the investor. What is happening here? It's basically a monopoly of technology. All of these technology companies are monopolizing within each other. It's like a technology company orgy. Pretty weird stuff. Next, we got U.S. consumer borrowing is slowing. I think this is actually good news. U.S. consumer credit rose by just $363 million in August, the slowest pace in 6 months and far below expectations of $14 billion increase. Whoa! The modest gain follows a sharp $18.1 billion rise in July. The slowdown was driven by $6 billion drop in revolving credit, which includes credit cards, the second largest decline in 4.5 years. Non-revolving credit, which includes auto and student loans, rose $6.3 billion. Meanwhile, the average interest rate on credit cards rose to 22.8%, the highest this year and near the highest on record. Americans are pulling back on spending. That's because that interest rate is insane. I get offers all the time for it's just 28%, and I'm like, what? When I get one for 25%, I'm like, oh, look at this. This is kind of a good deal. It's crazy. I don't know why there's sending me so many damn offers in the mail, too. I don't want no stinking credit card. I got 3 or 4 of them already. That's enough for me. There's people with whole wallets just filled with them. It's crazy. I can't imagine that would stress me out. The U.S. government, 1, borrows over $2 trillion per year. 2, is currently shut down for the 11th time. 3, printed $4 trillion during the pandemic. 4, spurred a 25% loss in the USD in 2 years. 5, spends close to $7 trillion per year. At what point do we fix this system? We probably got to fix this system. dyor said, bruh, anybody catch that co-AI pump? It was 50 cents last night, now $5.70. No, that's actually insane. Somebody asked about something earlier. Was it JShoe 2.0? Is it that retracted message? Now I want to know. It was something that started with a P, wasn't it? I don't remember. Okay. Next, we got semiconductor stocks are making history. The semiconductor index, SOX, relative to the S&P 500 equal weighted index, reached 0.86, the highest since the 2000.com bubble. Since the 2022 bear market, this ratio has more than doubled. This comes as semiconductor stocks have rallied 202% during this period. At the same time, the equal weighted S&P 500 has increased just 48%. To put this into perspective, the ratio increased 1.3x at the 2000.com bubble peak. Chip stocks are massive. I don't know if that's going to change. I think that that's going to continue to perpetually increase. U.S. dollar is doing something very unusual. The U.S. dollar has been more volatile than the S&P 500 over the last month, according to Goldman Sachs. This is only the third such occurrence over the last 7 years, after December 2023 and July 2025. By comparison, during the April sell-off, the realized volatility ratio between the S&P 500 and the U.S. dollar index jumped to 6x, the highest since 2020. This comes as the U.S. dollar is on track for its worst year since 1973, down 10% year to date. At the same time, the S&P 500 has risen 14%, hitting 32 all-time highs. The dollar is being sold and asset prices are skyrocketing. Yes. Latest spot silver hits $49 per ounce for the first time since April 2011. That's pretty sick. EAC Brain said, thanks for the time, JJ. Got to put my son to bed now that he's awake from the pickle. Catch you later. Take it easy, EAC Brain. Appreciate you. Don't forget to smash the like button. DJNair said, a whole lot of gay content incoming using AI. Go watch that Jake Paul gay couple AI. Is that the one with Ricky Berwick? Dude, I was dying watching that. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. I literally saw, yes, Jake Paul gay couple AI video. Dude, that was so funny. It has to be that one. Tom Sells goes at every tech company 69ing each other. That's pretty much what's happening. Crazy times we live in, man. Next, we got Tether and Circle topped the list of highest revenue projects in September, followed by Hyperliquid and Pump Fund based on crypto rank. Pretty crazy. How do they? I'm assuming they just incur a chunk of fees, right? DJ said dive many times over. Dude, that video was so funny. There's something about the way that the AI speaks that cracks me up. I miss already, and we only got it for it was even 2-3 days that it was popular. The Bigfoot AI videos. I love those stupid videos. He'd be like, what's up, guys? I'm tweaking. I got some fish here, and we're going to have some dinner with the boys. And it was the goofiest way of speaking, but it was so funny. There was something wholesome about the Bigfoot ones that tickled my brain. We got Athena and Jupiter teaming up to release Jupe USD, Solana's native stablecoin. Pretty cool stuff. Gold-backed crypto tokens have surpassed $3 billion in total value. Holy crap. BlackRock and Braven Howard tokenized funds have launched on Say Network via Cow institutional grade RWA infrastructure. Cool. Very cool. This one's exciting. Just like in April, selling pressure and derivatives has eased, signaling renewed bullish momentum for Bitcoin. Number go up. Latest North Dakota aims to issue stablecoin for bank-to-bank transactions within the U.S. system following Wyoming. That's also very exciting. I thoroughly enjoy me a good buffalo. Favorite animal. Very cool. Solana's ecosystem brought in $2.85 billion in annual revenue, exceeding Ethereum's early growth levels and highlighting its rapid on-chain activity expansion. Hell yeah. Number go up. We like number go up. This one's pretty interesting metric. Over 1.1 million Bitcoin linked to Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, worth more than $100 billion, has remained untouched since 2009. Analysts say any movement of the stash could become a historic moment for Bitcoin and shift market sentiment. I think that would crush the value of Bitcoin. That'd be pretty crazy if that happened. Jack Dorsey's Square introduced a Bitcoin wallet solution to enable local businesses to accept Bitcoin payments with zero fees. Bullish. That's actually really cool as well. Jack Dorsey slowly, or not slowly at all, actually very quickly becoming a Bitcoin legend for sure. I do also enjoy the theories that he's Satoshi because he's like my age, or at least it feels like he's my age. Citibank predicts the Bitcoin bull run will continue through late 2026. I actually stand by that theory as well, and I think that still tracks with the four-year cycle. So we'll see. Bitcoin entering parabolic season. Seasonality, ETF inflows, and on-chain metrics all agree. Number go up. 2023, what do we got? 2015 through 17 and 2019 through 21 bull markets average scaled to 23-24 with standard deviation ranges. That's going to be pretty crazy. Is Bitcoin going to reach $500,000 this time around? That would be insane, wouldn't it? Holy crap. Mustache posted, altcoins, imagine if altcoins, I love that everyone's still using hashtags literally nonstop. Elon, like all of the official Twitter accounts have been specifically saying, especially this past week, don't use hashtags anymore. They are dead. But mustache prevails. Hashtag altcoins. Imagine if altcoins were exactly where they were in January, February 2017. This time, everything is just much bigger. You can't imagine how much money will soon be flowing into this market. I'm excited. I'm waiting. I feel like we've been waiting for forever. Can number go up already? I'm getting impatient. Next and last, actually, we got another hashtag altcoins. Imagine becoming bearish at the instant of the MACD bullish cross. And this is on 314.79 billion. What is this? Others dominance? Crypto market cap. Yeah, this has to be others dominance. Yeah, MACD cross, bullish MACD cross. It's about to get spicy. It's about to get real spicy. Bitcoin 123, 118, and 20 cents. We got to do our portfolio updates next. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Jesus. The neighbor just dropped something upstairs and it scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is down $44. Currently, we got 3 assets in the green. The rest are in the red. Starting from the bottom, Fetch is down $28. Shib is down 21. Aptos is down 16. Proppy's down 12. Render's down 9. Ondo's down 8. Near's down 3. Doge is up 4. Ada's up 8. And Sol is up 36. Looking good. All of those are relative to percentage and dollar amount because the initial investment was $100. So it's easy to convert between the two. Then we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is currently down $88. We got 3 assets in the green, 2 in the red. GigaChad actually dragging the portfolio down the worst. Starting from the bottom, GigaChad is down $110. SNEK is down $18. Pepe's up, I'm sorry. Pepe's up 62 cents. Doge is up 16 and WIF is up 23. WIF kind of carrying the entire thing. Then we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite and the most stable, still in profit, $46.80. We have 3 assets in the green, 2 in the red. Starting from the bottom, VeChain is down $17, Fetch is down 6, Mana is up 16, Tau is up 16, and Pepe is up 36. Looking good. Still in profit. This one does not really go negative that often. And when it does, it's pretty spicy. And then last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio. Every single asset in this portfolio is voted on by you guys, the community, and we only added to the portfolio 1 coin at a time at peak fear when people insisted that Bitcoin had topped. The bull market was over, there was no alt season, and we were going to zero. We are $101 in profit at the moment. Initial investment is $1,000. We only have 3 assets in the red, starting from the bottom. Render is down $18, Avalanche is down 17, and the graph is down 9. Ondo's up 3. Pith is up 5, Sui is up 14, ETH is up 16, Sol is up 27, Crow is also up 27, and Chainlink is up a whopping 49.6. Looking good, absolutely killing it. The perfect entry portfolio may just be the perfect portfolio. We'll see if it continues to outperform. And I think that's it. We got any questions? Bitcoin 123.26 and 70 cents. Let's refresh the liquidation heat map and take a look at total 3. I want to look at others' dominance as well. Total 3 potentially losing our 1.16 trillion old all-time high level. I don't want that to happen. I would like to see it continue to do this chop where it goes all the way up. Unless it does maybe one of these. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We have not really fully reset our RSI on all of these assets either, so that's also still up in the air. Others dominance 7.64%. Is there a total 4? There's not. Okay, so there's got to be something that they weigh against others dominance to get that total crypto market. Yep, excluding the top 10. Drew said, what is RSI? Relative Strength Index. It just measures. I actually am curious as to what the actual proper definition of it is. Let's ask Grok. What is the RSI when considering stocks, crypto? Yeah, let's see what Grok says. I know it stands for Relative Strength Index, and it's supposed to tell you how strong something's like price movement is. But what is it actually measuring? Because we've seen it differentiate from time to time, no matter what's going on. So it's got to be measuring something that fluctuates, like volume, price, and time frame, maybe, that makes it move differently depending on what's happening. The Relative Strength Index is a popular momentum oscillator used in technical analysis for both stocks and cryptocurrencies. It measures the speed and magnitude of recent price changes to help identify overbought or oversold conditions in an asset's price on a scale from 0 to 100. RSI is typically calculated over a 14-period time frame, 14 days for stocks, 14 hours for intraday crypto trading, but this can be adjusted based on the trader's strategy. How RSI works. This is what we want. RSI compares the average gains of an asset's price to its average losses over the chosen period. It helps traders gauge whether momentum is shifting, potentially signaling reversals or continuations in trends. It's versatile for both traditional markets like stocks and volatile ones like crypto, where it can highlight short-term overextensions amid rapid price swings. That's actually pretty sick. So it is the gains over a time period, gains and losses over a time period. Nice. There you go. How's Plume looking? Okay, that's what it was, Plume. I don't know if you answered me if it was a crypto. I'm assuming it's a crypto. Let's go to Binance. Plume. We got a big spike earlier. So there's a very clear uptrend here with a little deviation. You got a little spike. That spike is interesting. That is a 23.98% candle. Volume looks good on that spike as well. RSI, get a bearish cross over the moving average, continuing to the downside. Red dot on your momentum wave. Also signaling further downside. Not a lot of price action to go off of, but I can tell you that this should be relatively strong support. I would probably, can 10? Well, it is right above 10 based on all of this resistance. You broke out. Are you coming down for a retest? Possibly. You would want to hold that if you come down to that. And it is very, very, very similar to a inverse head and shoulders. It's not quite, though. I don't know if you can really technically call it, because there's all of these touches, so I think that invalidates the concept, but the idea, I suppose, is there. Tom Selk said, I mean, isn't the price also a gauge of gains and losses over a time period? Yeah, but the RSI is just something to look at that you can use as an excuse. Technical analysis is incredibly subjective. It really is. That's why it's called technical analysis, not technical fact, and I've said that a million times to the point where I'm actually annoyed with it. But I don't know. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's weird because I used to talk crap about it, but I see the appeal. So if you lose that level, this is your support. And then, I don't know, it gets pretty thin. I would go down here maybe. Maybe right here. Yeah, that could actually be decent. You got rejections here, support here. So, I mean, it's just as good as the rest of them. There's not a lot of confluence in any of them, to be completely honest. Bitcoin chilling. Tom Scott said, read them tea leaves. Exactly. I mean, that's why I think it's funny when people are like, the moon people, the astrology people are dumb. And then they come here and tell you about their technical analysis. It's the same thing. TA is astrology for men. It really is. And that's not me crapping on it. I actually enjoy astrology myself. Sue me. I was raised by 3 women. My dad died when I was 12. What did you think was going to happen? Oh, yeah. All right, fellas. I think I'm going to call it. Let Bitcoin hopefully pump after this. We've been going for just over an hour and 20 minutes. Don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. As always, I'm going to say, actually, when Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. And good night. Happy Wednesday.